Hey there guys, today I'm back to show you the Justice League Steelbook. This was released in, well, I got it from Amazon France. I'll tell you why in a minute, but this was released on the 21st of March. I believe it was released yesterday in the UK on the 26th. I decided to go for the French release because it has the 3D, 4K and the 2D all in one Steelbook. It's exactly the same Steelbook as the UK, just the only difference is it's got the 4K disc, whereas the UK one doesn't. And I think it would cost me an extra £7. The thing is with these DC Steelbooks is that I tend to double dip or triple dip sometimes, depending on what the artwork etc. is like. But usually I go for like the UK Steelbook and then I'll get the 4K separate. So all in all, I usually end up spending about £50 on each DC Universe or DC Cinematic Universe release. So this time I thought, hey, I want to save myself 20 quid. So I got this for about £31 with postage. And let's have a look at it. As you can see, it's a nice glossy steelbook. You've got embossing all around the edge here that goes all the way around the shapes here, all the way around the letters, sorry. You've got the star in the middle that's all nice and embossed. Down here is embossed, 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 embossed. We love a good bit of embossing. I actually quite like this. The mock-ups I wasn't too impressed with, but I quite like the shiny. The shany's good. On the back here, you have to excuse the fingerprints. They're all over it. Fingers are glossy still, but you can't avoid it. Yep, you've got the back artwork there. You can't save the world alone with all the logos going down like that. And you've got the logos at the bottom there in grey. Yep. Yeah. Inside, I don't know why they did it like this. They did a double stack, the little, I forget what these are called, the little spindles. Well, it's not really a spindle, but yeah, it's the little spindle thingies. They did a double stack one, I don't know why, because they could have just had the usual disc, but they've done it like this for some reason. And these are sometimes really difficult to get out. You have to literally bend the disc, which I really don't like doing. Come on. There we go. Okay. The 4K disc. Hopefully I haven't split it. It's the 3D disc. And the good thing about this release as well is that it doesn't have any rating. I mean, again, I always say this about discs and picture art and stuff, but it doesn't have any ratings or anything on it. Not that it matters because it's going to be in your system or your console or whatever when you're playing it, but still, I like the fact that it's a clean artwork image. It looks good. And then we have the inside artwork. Flash, Cyborg, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and the credits down there. Yeah. So overall, this is a really, really nice release. You've got Blu-ray 3D on the spine there, you've got Ultra HD up there. It basically comes jam-packed with all the formats you want. And if you're like me and, you know, with DC movies, Marvel movies, etc., etc., if you want all the formats, this is probably the one to get, because at the end of the day, it's got all of them. It's jam-packed. Let's have a look at it next to the other cinematic releases, shall we? Suicide Squad. This is the UK's HMV Steelbook, which I've done a video for. That's the HD Zeta, I believe, if I can remember correctly. Man of Steel is the US release. Best Buy, come with a lenticular magnet. And of course we have the UK Wonder Woman. With this one I did what I usually do. I bought the 3D Steelbook from HMV, then I got the 4K separate. It cost me about £50 altogether, so like I said earlier, decided to save myself some money this time. What of getting married and everything this year, I need to save money, so that was the best way to go. But overall, it's not matching really with the other Steelbooks, but like I said, it doesn't not go. It just, you know, it's just pretty, shiny, glossy, pretty. Yeah, so I highly recommend picking this up. I'll put a link in the description for anyone that wants to import it. They're shipped worldwide. And well, depending on where you're on, obviously the shipping charges they do vary. But if you're in the UK like me, it'll only cost you an extra few more quid. So you might as well pick it up and get the extra discs, even if you don't have a 4K TV right now. Because if you're planning to get a 4K, why not get it? Because at the end of the day, you've got the 4K copy ready for when you do get your nice new 4K TV. Anyhow, guys, that's it from me. I'll be back very soon. I think my next video is going to be on the Legacy Green Ranger helmet, which is just arrived today for me, so that'll be uploaded in the next week, well, the next few days to a week. Yeah, that's it from me. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.